You told me I would be nothing. You told me that I was just some loser born on the wrong side of the tracks. A peasant, as I would call it. A lowlife. You never looked me in the eyes and observed my character, my makeup as a man. You judged me and criticized me and never gave me a fair chance. You never were going to give me that love for my business. Even today, you still would have laughed and waved me off as you did, unless there was some large piece of the pie for you. Too large, I'm afraid. Always too large indeed. All that unnecessary stuff for what? To prove what, Mrs. Emily? To prove you are the stronger one? The dominant one? The one who calls the shots? Maybe you do. Maybe you call all the shots. One thing is certain. This visit is not just a visit. No. I'm a busy man these days. This is a business trip. You see, Mrs. Emily, I am making a purchase today. I am buying the entire town and everything in it, from the buildings to the land they stand on. You see? I have swept the carpet out from under you, and I hope you live another 15 years to see what I'm going to do to you next, you evil, crooked, spiteful woman. I've taken over your world and everything in it, and there's not a single thing you can do. This is your destiny, my dear Mrs. Emily. For all those people you've ousted and put into ruins, they are all coming back. I have my men out there locating each and every one of them and their families. All the wrong you have done has come to an end, and it will be set right by me, so help me God. You have been dethroned.
Is that all? For a moment there, I actually thought you were going to say something with some meaning, some dignity. All the same, coming from the likes of you. Did you really imagine in that tiny brain of yours that I wasn't already prepared? You do not become who I am today without looking over your shoulder, Bernardo. I always saw you in the rearview mirror, always panting and coughing and trying to keep up. And I commend you for that, Bernardo. I do. I do. But unfortunately, things aren't always as they seem. I do know a few things about the law, and I encourage you to continue on as you are doing. Buy everything up. Have your men, as you call them, so sophisticated, aren't we? Have your men, the little ants, scatter as far and as wide as you need them to. It all means nothing.
I have you right where I want you. You will be tied to this home of past glory, going nowhere, just rotting and withering away into cobwebs.
Such poetry. You must have been reading all these years literature or just the funny papers?
We'll see who will be laughing when you receive your papers.
What papers? These papers. Yes, I have read them through.
Good.
Yes, I have read them all the way through. They're useless. There's nothing that you can do with these papers, Bernardo. Now, I don't know what kind of lawyer you have working for you under your green thumb, but these papers have no power. You see, the land and the property that you want to purchase, or should I say wish to purchase, but plan to, will only lead you to a dead end.
That's preposterous. Everything is already bought and paid for.
Yes, and thank you for the deposit. It was quite a hefty sum that I placed into my coffers. Much obliged. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be...
What the hell are you talking about?
I've taken your fortune. You see, the money that you paid for the buildings and the properties has been given to me, and in exchange, you are left with dust.
How is that even possible?
I own this town and everything in it. Did you really think that you could pull the wool over my own two eyes and get away with it? I have every judge, lawyer, and pony working for me and my family for the past 300 years. And did you really think that a lowlife such as yourself was going to come into the picture and take what doesn't even belong to you? It will never belong to you, Bernardo. It never has. And it never will. There you are. There. This will all be over soon enough. But you failed the final test, Bernardo. In business, it's the man who can smile with false teeth that wins. And apparently my teeth are shining far brighter than yours. And I am the better man. Yes. Sit, Bernardo. Sit down. Let me help you. There. You see, I never disliked you, Bernardo. Well, not completely. But I know your kind. Never quite liked your kind. Just something missing, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Even after all these years. Sad, but certainly true. There. Nice and easy. Steady she goes. Rest your head. Rest your eyes. There.